After fucking up the only hobgoblin in town. That's what you
Worth
get.
it. All right. Let me pull up the right Google Docs. All right, so let's go over a little bit of where we left off. Actually, before that, we got a little different way to start the session today. Sit back, grab some popcorn, and for those of you that want to participate, we're going to have a couple skill challenges.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
I love skill challenges.
Is this?
It may be.
What's this? What's this?
There's challenges everywhere.
Thank you.
All right. The howling sound of the frigid wind, cold wind, rather, drowns out all else in the area. The sky is filled with constellations of the Pantheon that you guys all know. All of them staring down at the material plane, the land of mortals.
That's where I live.
I
That is
love
where
you,
you
Bold.
As the silver moon disappears behind the clouds, the second darker satellite of the realm, known as Ravan's Crescent. Crescent. Ravan's crescent moon is allowed a fleeting spotlight.
It's a smile in the sky.
Her glow no longer diminished by Bastiel's reflection. Directly under her, a lone woman dismounts from a stolen steed, a single red tear rolling down her cheek. Ava wipes it away, smearing the blood across her cheek, off the side of her face. It matches the hue of her frost-nipped nose. She heads into the dark maw, mirroring the drawings in her black book. The cave where no light enters, shadowed from Bastiel by flanking mountains, excuse me. She pulls out a small pebble and whispers a command word. It immediately lights up with a light spell. Another stolen trinket finding its use, no doubt. Melee,
Yeah.
you still have access to her character sheet, or do you like me to do it?
I still have her.
Give me a wisdom perception check.
$16.
$16. Okay. Ava whips her head around as the sounds of hoofprints reaches her ears through, just barely audible through the wind. Some thoughts enter her mind. Who's possibly traveling out here in the cold at night? This far away from civilization, deep in the Kaldheim mountain range. Perhaps she was followed. No, that's not possible. Either way, someone's approaching. She moves off into a particularly dark shadow, and waits. From the distance, the rider looks something like a cross between a demonic centaur and a gore-covered archfey, wearing a crown of bone.
Damn.
A woman wearing black robes trimmed in gold, her eyes glowing with a menacing crimson light, and her hair flowing behind her like matted tendrils, dripping with the gore that falls from her eyes and crown. Life fluid as crimson as the hue of her lips. Her crown, horns pulled from a drake, and dressed ceremoniously for her new god. Ava recognized the woman as Seraphina Veridine
No.
as she grips the reins of her black-maned steed, flanked by hooded cultists on either side.
Natiel's thugs.
Fuck.
What does she do, guys?
Oh.
Fuck. How did she see Seraphina? Like, as a liability, right?
She last the time she saw Seraphina, she was a weak and like physically weak priest of I mean, she was, I think, decent level. It's just the generic priest.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she was just basically a healer that was afraid of adventuring. She's more... She belonged in a chapel, according to Ava. Not really fit for adventuring. So this Seraphina would be less of a liability and more of
That's
an
a stark
unknown threat.
transformation.
Yeah.
And she's flanked by two others.
And she is. She also... You
So
remember that she is also currently fighting, like Ava's fighting the affliction, the pull from Natael as well. So there would be some worry about that.
I don't think she would attack when outnumbered with an unknown threat.
Maybe stick to the shadows and follow, see what's up.
That's what I was gonna suggest. Employ stealth, you know.
Like, a lone rogue against three is not a good match.
As we found out last session with Merrick. I'm gonna hit you with a dagger.
He tried his best, okay?
You should have fucking ran. Okay. I have a baby outside my door calling for me.
Oh, baby.
Babby.
You coming in here, baby? Yeah. She goes, yeah. No crying.
You're allowed to cry. Ava's about to die.
Yeah.
Hi. Want to say hello? Are you happy now? Say hi. Can you say? Can you say hail Natael? Oh, okay. Oh, we're not gonna cry right now, okay?
Oh, baby.
Poor girl.
Need Natael makes everybody
Oh,
cry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Mom. She does not want mama right now. I'm sorry, Boogie. Is it bath time? I bet you she'll have more fun in the bath. Unless you don't want to handle it.
So, how are we gonna keep Ava from dying?
Be
Oh,
very,
no.
very sneaky.
Yeah.
Be very, very
Yeah,
quiet. We're hunting
Yeah.
cultists.
Spells, yeah, does she have any spells to increase her stealth or
Like, well, no, because she's a
She's-
pure rogue. She has no spells.
Yeah, she's got a pretty good stealth though.
No
It's a
arcane
+9.
trickster?
No, she's a thief, I think, or an assassin.
Jeez, how rude. Unskilled.
The question is, how curious is she? Because she could hide and get away, or hide and follow.
the pull's gonna make her curious. Like that's
And-
just
Well,
Well,
she's
no,
got shit to do as well. That's like really
Yeah.
important to her.
the
And
pull
At
doesn't
Crystal
play a
it's in the
factor
same
until
direction.
Nate says it plays a factor, so that's a non-issue right now.
The plot
but-
twist will probably be that they're going in the same direction she wants to go. Plot twist, same
Right.
place.
That's the big thing.
if Ava doesn't come back, Maylee's gonna be very sad.
Would she know if she died?
No, but she'll be missing her
forever.
It's just a very long journey.
She's just in a farm upstate. Don't worry about it.
She
Shouldn't
would
look
never
that
be
hard on
able
that.
to love again because she'd always be wondering if Ava would come back.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
Are they both human?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna
I-
say, if one of them was an elf, it might make more sense.
Yeah.
A child just melts my heart even when she's so upset like this. Like, she just wants dad.
Yeah.
One night of the week. One night I get the computer. Okay. Where were we? You guys figure out what you wanted to do?
I think she's gonna stay hidden and see what's up. Do some sneaking, maybe following if they're going in kind of the direction she wants to go.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Ava, please, you have a +9 to stealth.
Yeah, okay, let's see. Maybe I'll roll poorly. And honestly, you know what? I forgot that I actually have like a handout I can show you guys of
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
I am copying that right now.
the dead queen.
This is Seraphina Viridine, the Death Queen.
That's queen.
She was just a priestess, though.
Not anymore.
It's the power not to yell, baby.
I like her more now.
I
Right?
thought the
Why is
last
she
time they
kind
saw
of
her-
like...
What'd you say?
She's kind of hot.
She was always hot.
Not as an ogre.
It's true.
So this, let's see. Yeah, this was the original Seraphina. So quite the transformation.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot more gore.
Uh-huh.
Well, she is a death queen.
All right. This would be perception.
Dang. Perceptive.
Did you get that with Bane?
Yeah,
Damn.
I know.
I'm
2
surprised
more
it didn't
levels
block
until
that.
reliable talent.
That's what that
Hopefully
it,
she makes it that long.
it was blocking it. It created it and this said, "Oh God, what have I created? Get this off right now!" And it would not like generate any tokens or anything like that. It just said no.
Is that the one where you wanted the different pose?
Yes. Yeah, pretty crazy. All right. Okay, so she slips into the shadows. And Serafina and her companions ride up directly towards her, heading pretty accurately towards the cave's mouth. Ava hears conversation, Serafina's voice talking in a kind of a commanding tone. He should be right up here. This is where it was supposed to be. There's an inaudible sound coming from under the hoods of one of her companions. We need the Moon Shadow's essence. It's not Tael's will. Do not question me. What's that? What was that sound? Ava looks down at her foot and sees that she had stepped on a very small stick. All eyes head her direction.
Shit.
Fuck.
Issa, what does she do?
Hmm.
Can we
Crouch lower and
Stealth.
get further into shadows.
Can we share her character sheet so that maybe the others
Oh,
know like
sorry,
what she
yeah.
can do?
That's not the right character sheet. What is that? Why is that empty?
Does she have smoke
go.
bombs or anything of that sort?
No. She has a disguise kit, but that's not gonna help her right now.
No.
She's in everybody's journals. I'll just have everybody also able to control her.
All right, what you got, girl?
You can pass if you'd like, Issa. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't know anything about her, so.
No worries.
Also, if her character sheet would stop moving, that'd be great.
That's another reason why I'd like to swap to Foundry.
Yeah.
Open it up again, you'll get it. The fact that she doesn't have any tools to get away kind of hurts this.
I mean, would for her, I don't know.
She is above a second level rogue, so she has rogue bonus actions or whatever.
Yeah, she's got cunning action and evasion.
Is Ava within line of sight of these people?
She's also alert too, so
Yes, but she is in darkness. They have perceived her, and they're looking in her general direction.
they just see someone in the shadows.
They heard someone in the shadows.
They heard someone.
I would say break line of sight and try to double around.
How would you do
Break
that?
line of
Dash into the snow.
dash through any nearby bushes.
Yeah.
If there's a hill, even better, get behind the hill. Jog about 200, 300 feet out and try to circle around to the same spot.
Grab a branch. Cover your tracks.
Okay. And the intent here is to just gain
Break
distance?
their
Yeah.
gain distance, break their awareness, and hopefully get back to hiding.
Okay. So Ava takes off, dashes through the trees, curses towards it to herself for being so foolish, allowing the distraction of the familiar face covered in gore.
Didn't have to do it.
Well, you said you didn't mean to roll that?
No, but I was just looking. I've never used the character sheet on Roll20, so
Oh, gotcha. There's the sound of hoofprints. Oh, not hoofprints. Yeah, they're on horses. The sound of hoofprints quickly following behind, and then a commanding word just to stop, and the hoofprints immediately cease. No hoof steps or the sounds. Let it go, or let them go, whoever they are. It's probably just an animal anyway. We have
I'm
more
just
important
cute.
things. And they turn towards the cave and enter. Eva finds herself once again shrouded by the trees, approximately 100 feet away from the cave. Heaving her
If
breath.
she's- Go ahead.
Just breaths heaving, catching her breath. The adrenaline rushing. She hears this nagging voice in the back of her mind. Another entity trying to worm its way in. No. Not now. Bailey, what does she do?
Fuck. I mean, resisting that call is the most important thing right now, especially with other cultists so close by.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Rogues are so great at those. Oh,
Oh, nat 20. Okay. I was like, she has a +1. This is going to be great.
Let go. Give in. The voice worms its way in further. Ava grits her teeth and presses her eyes closed, trying with all her might to calm herself. She thinks of a friendly face of Melee and the protection she's given her throughout this time. Oh, I wish you were here right now. No, it's not safe. This is my turn. You will not take me, Natael. This isn't Natael. Who are you? Get out of my head. The voice stops.
It's not Natael.
The voice sounds feminine. Natael was more of a masculine, if that were possible for such an abomination to have a gender. Ava heads back in, following the trail left behind with the cultists of the fallen angel. I've made it this far. Gotta complete it. She enters. The cave narrows as she continues to go forward. A little further up, she sees abandoned horses. It's kind of tied to stalagmites. Or stalactites, I think, are the ones on the ground.
Yeah.
Tied to stalactites.
Mites are on the ground, tights are at the top.
No, I always forget that. The ones on the ground, big pointy
Because if you look at the ground, when they point up, it looks like an M. And when it comes down from the ceiling makes a T. That's how you remember it.
I
Just
always
see
learned
how
that
many
T's were
type-
heavy, M's were lighter.
All right.
They're tied to pokey ground rocks.
Pokey ground racks.
She consults her book, turns a few pages, and just kind of sneaks around the horses, easily not drawing their attention. The temple should be here. Continuing forward, she sees movement on the corner of her eye, always. Just something in the walls, it seems. Like the slithering of snakes. But when she actually turns to it, there's nothing. Just more stone and darkness. Eventually the cave gives way to a crumbled wall. The entrance to a long forgotten religious site. A temple of Ravan. Statues of, I almost said the Dark Lady, but that'd be Shar. Statues of this Dark Lady stand like pillars holding up the cave ceiling. Darkness so thick, it's like you could cut it with a knife. She once again takes her pebble out and asks for a little help for her human eyes. And there's no sign of the cultists. After some time, following the command of the pages in her text, she finds herself at the location of what she believes is a ritual. All right. Sorry, being distracted outside my door. Okay. Melee.
Yes.
We're gonna do our last skill check.
Okay.
The entity in her mind whispers louder as she approaches this circle drawn in what looks like some form of dust. They're an unknown manner of runes to the rogue who has very limited education in this sort of field. What would you like to do?
Are they... does it seem like they're recent? Like they're... Does the book mention them? Is this like an important spot?
She believes this is the location of the Moon Shadow's essence, but there's nothing there. Other than you're in, so this room you're in is like
nothing.
it's like a circular worship spot, and there's an altar, and in front of the altar there's a circle drawn in some sort of dust that looks like it was burned away and burned into the floor, the stone floor.
Can I ask an out of character question to the other party members? Like, do you guys know what the mood essence is referring to? Because I know I'm completely lost.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, okay, cool.
This is an Ava thing. She didn't give a lot of answers.
Correction. This was a jolly thing.
Mhm.
Oh.
This was supposed to be Jolly's quest.
He did though.
Yeah, he died. Yeah, he blinked. Actually, we just know he blinked out of existence and never came back.
He was a jolly good fellow.
We saw his body, I think,
we-
after the spell wore off, and
No, you saw his
Yeah.
body, like his corpse, disappeared with the
Yeah.
blink spell.
That's right.
Didn't I try to go get it and then it just disappeared again?
Yeah, yeah, we tried.
He tried to
We said
recover his remains and
We were going to
failed.
revivify him or reanimate
I
him.
didn't
Or...
have that back then.
That tail saved him. He's now a follower. Oh,
Oh no.
Oh, jeez.
No, I guess we didn't. I don't know. I tried to give protections and stuff over anything happening. Obviously, we couldn't get to the body, but like we did a ceremony and prayed for him and stuff. Hopefully he's at peace.
I'll give you another minute to see what you'd like to do. Otherwise, I will take over.
Does anyone else have any ideas?
Does she still have that book?
Yeah.
I'd say yeah, refer
Yeah.
to the book.
Didn't that book have some sort of magic or keyword or something?
Inspect for traps. It's very roguey.
Give me an investigation check.
Take Maley's. It's better.
Oh, sorry.
I did originally ask Melee to do the check, so
I forgot that everyone had her character sheet now.
she flips through the pages, frowning, wiping what she hopes to be normal tears from her eyes. Her head starts to split, like ache, the world's worst migraine, making it very difficult to concentrate. But she pushes through it and finds an incantation. Quinter, give me an Arcana check
For me or for...
from her.
Let me get her journal back up here.
Ava loves magic. This is right up her alley.
Damn.
She fumbles through the words, uncomfortably rolling from her tongue. And then she attempts it again a little louder. A voice enters her mind once more, feminine or comforting. Child, do not fear. Ava closes her eyes, tries to focus on the voice, and pictures her cleric of Bolm as she calls out the incantation near fluently.
Yeah, let's go.
A voice screams from behind her. And the cultists charge. So anyway, last week,
God.
where we left off, let's see, pull up the recap. You guys found a quirky little skeleton
Oh, yeah.
going by the name of Merrick. He's a spoopy boy. Has some skulls floating around him.
They're the spoopy ones.
Zural knocked his head off, and Melee picked it up and went over and had a little conversation. The deal was, I believe, hey, help us figure out this whole vampire mumbo jumbo, and I'll let you, well, kind of live.
I'll keep an eye on you instead of destroying you right now.
And being the fact that she was actively holding I think it was a morning star
Yeah.
to his skull, he's like, yeah, that sounds good. Yep. Let's do that. That's the one right there. We'll do that. Other than that, we had a bugbear swallowed by a toad and then regurgitated and given a love note to another bugbear in this room. Quinric sent his old pal Lenny a note basically detailing what has gone on since your last meet.
Rennie.
You killed a goblin. You cast Speak to the Dead. Found out that there is a vampire in the area, potentially.
And a vampire war.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. A vampire conflict.
And it sounded as though this vampire was recruiting adventurers and turning them into spawn for some unknown means having to do with the war. War against who? I don't think we asked.
Not yet.
Nope.
All you guys know is that it starts at Catatia Sanguine,
Yeah.
the citadel of blood.
Seems like a charming place.
And there we are. Melee has a skull in her hands. She joins the group. The skull grins at you guys. And says, hey, we figured it out. Bygones and bygones and such.
Yeah. Say hello to our newest party member.
What?
I'm fascinated. So, is he undead or not?
It's complicated. He is.
Brilliant. I love complicated.
He's staying with us for a while so that I can keep an eye on him. He'll be helping us figure out this vampire mess.
Yeah.
Is he a threat?
Probably.
Nah, guys, come on. It's me, your old pal Merrick.
You're not my
Potty
pal,
trained.
buddy.
Not my buddy guy.
I shoved the body back to him.
Ah, thanks. If you don't mind. He kind of like looks up at you, Melee.
Right.
The flames in his, like the necromancy in his eyes, kind of acting like pupils.
Yeah.
Melee, probably on tiptoes, goes to try to secure his head to his body.
Some cracking of bones as he rings his hands up and just does this whole. It's like snaps his neck into place, rolls his shoulders back. Ah, that's the stuff. All right, so no one's dying today, right?
Right.
Right. And I'm assuming they don't. He kind of pauses and looks at you, Melee.
No.
And you want to keep it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he raises an eyebrow.
Your funeral.
Same.
Hopefully that's what we're going to avoid. Right, so the vampire things. Do we want to go meet up with the refugees? Make camp for the night and figure the vampire stuff out tomorrow. We do probably want to keep an eye on the rest of them, right?
Should
What
probably
was-
bring Ben back.
What was the status on the refugees? We haven't found. Right. If they were going to be useful, we could make them useful, but
Yeah.
that deals with the volcano for now.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
the ones that can build houses are allowed to stay. The ones that can't have to learn.
Yeah, they had to
So-
provide their way in order to.
So
Just
we're probably
join the
gonna have to
civilization.
take the ones that don't know what the fuck they're doing. We're gonna have to take those refugees.
No, we don't have to do shit. We've done our part.
Well, we just should. I mean, I guess we don't have to introduce them to the. What was the guild? The woodworker.
The Woodcutters Guild.
Yeah, the Woodcutters Guild.
So we're meeting refugees, you say?
Yes.
Oh, I already hate him.
What do you mean? What's not to like? Look at me.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Do I have to?
Jeez.
I think he's quirky and fun.
I really like him out of character. I'm so sorry.
Sure know how to make a guy feel welcome. All right,
How
let's
long
go.
have you been? How long has he been dead?
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't even seem to realize that he is dead.
You guys are fun.
Let's go and check on the people.
Merrick
I-
says, okay, and then kicks his foot out and starts heading down the stairs.
Should we do something about him though? Maybe we don't want to actually bring someone that looks like undead into the middle of a camp of refugees from the undead.
You could hide him in the
Uh,
broken inn.
probably wouldn't be for the best.
Is he wearing like a big cloak or anything where he can kind of like hide his face? Does he look like a rogue all hidden and stuff, or?
So he's wearing a green cloak, that was originally up. Right now it's down, and you just have like this hairless skull with like green necromancy coming and kind of radiating out of his eyes. He's got like leather strappings around that kind of holds empty sheaths, and there's like a sack on his like just kind of tied to his hip.
So if his cloak was pulled up, would people be able to tell if he was a bone man?
They'd have to perceive it, I suppose.
I mean, we could just do like the old one too, and have him like pull his hood up.
I suppose
me-
that might be the best we'll do.
Hold on, I might have a disguise kit, but I don't know how much a disguise kit helps.
Put
What's in
makeup
this
on
stupid
him.
thing?
Get a makeup on.
Hold on. Let me look. Oh,
Huh.
hey, there's no actual like listing of what's in it.
I would I'd probably have you do a performance check, because art would be a performance check.
Okay. Merrick, how do you feel about getting a little done up to look a little less bony?
I like bony.
Yeah, but the people running away from undead that just had their village completely trashed by them probably won't.
Fine, I'll let you do my nails.
Probably need to do a little bit more, but we'll see how this goes.
Start with the nails.
Yeah, we'll see how I do.
Do skeletons have nails?
Don't think they do.
Typically, it's one of the first things to fall off.
Yeah, you just paint the.
He's got boat
the outer
tips.
shell. Yeah.
Are you gonna paint his bone tips?
I mean, I'd like to do more than that, but well, yeah, we'll do that to start, I guess.
At least buy me dinner first.
Ew.
Alright. Describe what you're doing.
I'm just taking out, what is this actually called in here? I'm just taking out a little pouch of cosmetics I have, and don't want to just do his nails. I do want to do his face. I kind of look at him, like trying to be like, yeah, sure, like we could do more. I'm really good at this. Because I got like my little pouch of cosmetics, be like, showcasing it. Like, what's her name?
All right.
Vanna from Wheel of
Vanna
Fortune.
White.
Yeah.
Oh, you're much happier. Yeah.
Don't remind me that I was once not happy.
Oh. You're gonna have milk?
Milk?
Oh, yummy milk?
Malk?
Malk.
Milk.
You guys remember
Milk.
Malk?
Milk.
I remember Malk.
Oh, yeah? That's an
Okay.
iPad.
Gotta be old.
You say iPad? Good
For
job.
special government milk with
Ooh.
vitamins in it.
Government cheese.
And government cheese.
What? Eating a goat?
Government cheese and cans of spam sandwiches.
Oop. Liz is getting milk ready for it, and I'm. She's poking me in the nose right now.
Big target.
Yeah. Okay.
Ouch.
You know.
I just picked that up.
Yeah, mama. What about mama? You gonna poke mama? Gonna poke mama in the nose? Oh. I ain't. She's probably coming back. She just ran off to see what mama's doing. She's much happier right now.
Yay.
She came running in here with a big old grin. Give me a big old hug.
Water does that to me too.
Okay, yeah, so you put makeup on him. Yeah, he's full on like dressed to the T. Pretty like an attempt at lipstick over over his bony his teeth.
Put lipstick on him.
You said you do or you don't?
I wouldn't. Because,
Oh, okay,
dude.
fine. I was just adding
I'm just
flavor.
making the bone look more like flesh colored. And like, you know, all that jazz. That way if somebody, well, you do have the glowing green eyes, so that's going to present a problem.
You have a problem with my eyes?
I said it could present a problem, not that I have a problem with it.
Other things have glowing eyes, right? It doesn't have to be undead.
Exactly.
Like
See, she
demons.
gets it. Anyway,
Shut up.
well, now that you've beautified me. He is going to search around in his little satchel and like pull out a little tiny red gem. And he goes, "Yeah, this'll do." And he just pops it in his mouth, and a skull forms right next to his head and looks right at him. You need something? Yeah, if you don't mind, I'd like to... Oh, let's see. Well, how about an orc? Yes. And he turns immediately into an orc similar to Zural. The resemblance is uncanny. They could be brothers.
What the fuck?
Issa's looking at him going, seriously?
Hi, you don't like orcs? Would you rather have a gnome?
I'm short and you just made me put makeup on you and you could do that?
I thought it was funny.
No,
These
you
are all-
got a point.
Zerall agrees.
She's hardcore scowling at him.
He doesn't have eyebrows.
What?
He would frown back, but he doesn't have eyebrows.
Okay.
Isn't he an orc?
Oh yeah, he frowns back.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Continuity.
All right. So, show me these refugees.
You're going to stay quiet and not talk to any of them.
Probably not.
Well, if he's not gonna comply.
Many have tried and most have failed.
I can take his head off again.
Oh.
I wonder if he's a very wise creature. This one. Let's see here.
Wisdom of 14. Not too bad. Wiser than your average
Not too
Joe.
bad.
Yeah, not too bad.
What are the chances I could cast silence on just a person rather than an AOE?
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't. It doesn't centralize on an item. It's a zone.
Ah,
Like,
Well, me and
mm,
Krennic can and Andy can keep him in the back, and
Okay.
between Krennic's spells, mine, Andy's strength, and then the silence, he won't be able to say anything.
All right. I won't talk. He gives Zural a wink.
Oh, God, just when I was starting to like you.
Let's just get this over with.
Are we heading downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
yes.
So you exit the second story of this inn, and you find like this disheveled mess that you left it in. That looks pretty. It looks like a giant toad hopped around and destroyed the place.
I'm like rubbing the back of my head,
What?
looking around, like,
And at the front door is a halfling male. Looks to be, well, the equivalent of like low 60s, in human years. I forget. I think halflings they age a little slower. Yeah, I think because Bilbo
Yeah.
was 111. Yeah. So it's a little halfling. Wait. No, it's a gnome. That's right. It's a gnome. Sorry. It's a gnome. Same description. Hey, you guys doing okay? It's Horace said you guys needed some help.
always use the help of the townsfolk.
Something about stuck in a cellar. Are they still stuck in there? He's still looking around and trying to on his tiptoes.
Nope. That situation's been taken care of. The inn is undergoing some repairs. So I would keep people out of it for the moment.
Oh, well, we should probably notify the Woodcutters Guild.
I don't know that it'll take that long.
What do you mean?
I mean, we'll get it fixed up tomorrow.
He's like, I guess you can try to. Are you trying to persuade him or just deceive him? Like, what are you doing here?
I'm just. I guess I'm persuading him to leave the inn alone for the moment.
Okay.
I don't really want people going in there and getting eaten by vampires if they show up or whatever.
All right. But
Telling him about the vampires.
you're fully
I mean,
intending.
I guess we could. Well, I don't know. Do we want to cause a panic? Do we want to alert people who might be allied with the vampires?
Oh, buddy.
Shouldn't be too big of an issue. A little moral panic never did anyone harm.
Okay.
So this
Yeah.
gnome is just kind of watching you guys talk about it like he's not even there.
I think we should tell him.
Tell me why.
Okay. So vampires have been coming to this place. So it's best not to stick around the inn at the moment. We'll be taking care of it soon. We're
So tell your woodcutters to make steaks.
Vampires.
Yeah.
You know, and I
Those
hold up my
mythological-
fingers as
the-
fangs.
Those mythological creatures from Darovia.
The very same.
That's a good one.
I mean, would you want to stick around and find out?
Are they here?
They could be at
They-
any minute, and I hold my arm out like a
Oh, I get it. So we're ambushing these so-called vampires, yeah?
I
I've
don't
always
know
wanted to
about
be an adventurer.
we.
You know, my
But,
son was an
oh.
Ooh.
adventurer.
We is a bit of a stretch.
Plan is
Maybe-
TBD. We'll let you know when we got something.
Yeah, we'll call you.
Oh, well, we should probably exchange contact information.
Yeah. Here's my
Right,
card.
what's your name?
Chipper Dimps.
What was the name?
Chipper Dimps.
Yeah,
Chipper
cheaper dimps.
Hey, Chipper
Must be
Dimps,
Jolly's brother.
can you do me a favor? Can you say vampires are the worst race there is?
Whoa.
Vampires are the worst race there is. What? What?
It's just if you were a vampire, you wouldn't say it. I'm good. They're supposed to be here.
Brilliant.
Well, I
Vampires
think
are
they're
much
kind of
chipper.
neat. Merrick kind of pops up.
Keep your head down.
Oh, head down. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot I was not supposed to talk.
No, shh. Like
Just
standing in front of
side-eyeing
him,
Merrick.
trying to cover him.
He took too many bonks on the head. Just ignore him.
Say, you guys, who all, did you guys all tell him is it your name, or was it just Andy?
I think it was just Andy.
So he's gonna go
Uh,
around and like actively ask your guys' contact information. Like, looks right up at Zerual. What's your name?
Z.
Z. Interesting. Okay. He kind of writes that down a little bit. Z. And you, with the antlers.
I hand him a leaf. He just nods.
Thanks.
Yeah, like I gave him a card. I didn't say what was on the card.
My. Okay. And you, miss?
Which one of us?
I guess Issa.
Is he looking up or down?
Yeah.
Everything is up. He's a gnome.
My name's Maria Haven Branch.
I'll be right back. I
What
need
a
that.
lovely name. And you?
Thank
I'm Maylee Thorin, Cleric of Bolm.
He chokes. What?
Is that a surprise?
Well, I thought you were a paladin.
You thought I was a paladin?
Yeah. That's what the letter said.
What letter?
Do you know the name Jolly?
Yes.
I haven't heard from him in a while.
Oh, this is awkward.
Is he dead?
I'm afraid so.
That would
Who-
explain the haunting. Okay.
The haunt? Okay. Maybe you should.
Oh, no. It's fine. It's a good haunting.
No haunting is a good haunting.
Yeah. This one's good. It's, we kind of feel him around. You're welcome to come home with and talk about it, but I know you guys are busy adventurers. You have, things to do. You wanted to build a tavern or an inn, right? So I'll leave you to that.
Was Jolly a gnome?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mealy kind of looks over at Quinrick and Zeral. Like questioningly, like, do we want to deal with this right now, or
Guys want to go meet Jolly? I don't know who the fuck he is.
I want to
What's-
check out the basement before we leave, if that's okay.
The one you broke
I
out
would-
of?
Yeah.
I would like more information about what's going on with Jolly.
All right.
Okay.
Going in.
You guys are trying to figure out if you're going to be going with this individual who knows Jolly, and is
he lying?
He's claiming there's a friendly haunting going on.
Another one? This one's
Uh,
friendly though.
What do you mean?
Can I
Another one? Just,
Can I insight check that friendly verbiage?
sure.
20.
Yeah, so he's kind of anxious. You're getting the idea that he's trying to convince himself that it's a friendly hunting.
No such thing as a friendly hunting. We learned that already.
Okay, so let's send Ben back to the refugees and make sure that he can talk to them, make sure that they're safe, get them settled. Probably they're going to have to camp outside again for tonight. He can kind of fill them in on what's going on in the town, like the things that they have to be productive or whatever if they want to stay. And that we'll be in contact with them soon to figure out alternatives. We'll check out the basement and then we'll go over to Chipper Dimp's house.
Do we want to set like I don't know, what time of day is it?
I think it was let's
Late,
see.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was late because you guys got trapped in the basement last session at night.
Do we want to send a message ahead to the refugees and let them know to expect Ben, just in case, if it's nighttime, things come a creeping. At least they know that he's coming. AKA if he gets snatched by a vampire.
Yeah, let's do that. That's a good idea.
Who are you sending the message?
Send it to good old Rosie.
Okay, Rosie Ironheart.
Would we know? We would know how long it would take for him to walk back, correct?
Yeah, it would want to take. He'd be there within the hour.
Okay. So I don't know. Do I have to
Assuming
actually
that he
dictate
doesn't
it?
get caught up. What'd you say?
Well, when you say it that way. I mean, do I have to actually dictate the message?
I mean, that's fine. You can just say that you got the gist of it. That's you can if you want. This is what 25 or 27 words.
Yeah, 25. I mean, it wouldn't take that many anyways.
Right. Okay. So yeah. So he's on his way, and Ben stands up a little tighter posture, or a more just kind of bringing himself up, and goes, I humbly accept this quest. Thank you. Yeah. So long. He takes off.
Thank you, Ben. You're gonna do great.
Don't die, Ben.
And as
We
soon as
believe in you.
you can see his posture kind of like a sigh of relief as he exits the door. It's like, oh man. Ooh. Right. Okay, and he's gone.
I don't know that we want to bring that one around. Some of the scarier stuff we've got going on.
Yeah,
Yes,
you should bring
needs
me,
to-
right?
More exposure, maybe.
Yeah, Merrick, we'll put you right in the front line. Don't worry.
And second thought, how about I stay back and you guys like sandwiches?
Yeah.
Got the chef feet.
Come on, buddy.
I have feet.
I feel like I've heard this joke recently already.
Okay, so what are we doing, guys? We're going to the basement?
I just want to go down there to try and look for more of the runes since the magic was still blocked.
Okay.
And
The
if I
runes
find
are
any, I just wanna
along
write
the
it down.
outside, buried under the earth.
Along the outside.
The outside of the actual building.
You're in the basement. They were built, so think of it as they were drawn, or the runes were created on the steel or the iron panels and then placed. So
So it's on the iron walls.
Yes, on the outside of the iron walls in the earth, underground.
So it's outside. So we had to go outside the building, and then it'd be on those walls out there.
No, it's underground.
It's on the dirt side of the walls.
So it's
But
a
there's dirt on
basement,
both
right?
sides.
It's a basement,
Yeah.
right? So that it's underground. The runes are on the walls that are adjacent to the ground.
So it's on the inside walls on the steel.
No, it's on the outside.
What am I not getting? I'm
I
so
don't understand.
confused.
So you
It's
have
outside.
you have a basement, right?
Yes.
Basement walls have two sides to them. You have an inside wall and then an outside wall. The outside wall is adjacent to the earth, like the earth
It's
is
pressed up against,
against
the
it.
dirt. Yeah.
So it is outside on the. So if I stand outside the building, it is
you will
on
be
the
How are you gonna
steel.
stand outside of a basement?
If you
It's
stand
on the
outside the
ground.
building, it's directly 6 feet under you.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Okay.
So there's no way for me to get at them if I wanted to like write them down.
Start digging.
That's not gonna work.
I've got mold earth.
Does it cost you any spells?
Nope. And
Ah,
I
fucking
push 10 feet of dirt back away from the building.
fucking that spell.
Yeah, I love my cantrips.
You cantrips, man. All right, so after some time, Quinric has a perimeter, like a moat around this
Yeah.
this inn.
So not only is it busted up, but it's been like excavated.
Are
Let's
there
hope we
like
actually wouldn't do construction? Guess we are, huh?
Yeah, we are pretty good at construction. We should start a construction company.
The construction guild.
so is it like a bunch of different runes or is it only one rune that's like smattered all over the place or
So
because whatever I see I want to write down.
yeah, it's in. I don't know magic, so it's just runes that all together encompass an anti-magic area.
So okay.
So the spell is it's an anti-magic field, and the runes are flavor.
Okay. Well so like well if it's flavor, maybe that's a dumb question. So like you wouldn't be able to say if it's like a repeating pattern or is it just like one thing stuck on the wall and then that's it?
I'm sorry, I'm incredibly distracted. I've got a crying baby in my arms now.
If we copy these runes, could we replicate the spell later?
I'm gonna have to be right back.
Okay.
Yep.
No problem. I was just thinking about something, guys. You know how these guys keep making houses out of wood?
Mm-hmm.
What if we could make their houses out of some other material that's like more available and less costly to the environment, like mud. I've got a couple of spells that easily we could turn mud into stonework. You know, with some work.
I mean, if you want to abandon like the entire vampire thing,
Yeah.
your dead buddy,
Yeah.
Would that
and
also
everything
affect
else
the
that's
local
going on,
ecosystems?
Yes.
in
yeah,
order to
good,
spend
good.
months crafting
Yeah.
houses on your own, be my guest.
I'll have to remember this for
I think that's a great retirement plan.
You're right. That's what I'm thinking. I think I'll make my library out of mud.
Yeah.
I think that'll be brilliant.
This
And then I'm
honestly,
gonna grow a giant tree up the middle.
this honestly kind of makes me want a campaign of like a group of people that go around like building dungeons, capturing magical creatures to put in them. And
I'm seeing if he's gonna be okay in this thing.
We're gonna have to work on that. Let's workshop that one.
Damn it.
That's a great idea, actually.
I want to be a granny with knitting needles that makes all the homeless kids clothes.
Aww.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
I wanna be
minute
the
longer,
homeless
guys.
kid.
He's taking my kid's sick and the other one's fuzzy, so like this is like a perfect storm, I guess.
All right.
You're good.
Yeah,
Take your
no
time.
worries.
The other team collides with this team while they're trying to find a vampire for their dungeon. Then everybody teams
Yeah.
up like the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like finally, we trapped some vampires for the vampire fangs for the spell we need. The other team's just like, we're here to kill vampires.
And then we have to fight our own characters.
Right.
That was the
As
hope
you do.
for the Goblin campaign. Was that eventually you guys would make bad guys so badass that you'd have to have adventurers set out to fight them, you know?
Wow,
Oh, that would
spoilers.
be cool.
Yeah, well.
We're a little too goofy.
Yeah.
You guys were great. I loved how goofy everyone is goofy on the Goblin campaign. I haven't had a Goblin campaign where everyone like takes it super serious and are like trying to be badass adventurers. You know, they understand the assignment.
Yeah,
think
that's.
that
I mean,
was the most murder hobo I've ever been in my life.
oh, for sure.
Yeah. Yep. That's so good. But yeah, that's a good idea about like a group of adventurers that like want to build dungeons to trap magical
Yeah.
creatures and stuff. That's a really great idea, actually.
Okay, you guys got me now.
Haha, we got you now.
Yeah.
I roll initiative.
All right. So explain to me now that I'm not distracted, what the heck you're doing?
I copied down the runes so I can use them later.
Okay.
And I just leave it like that. I don't put any of the mud back.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Taking no time for that.
How do bards learn spells?
Singing over and over and over.
I think
Doot,
yeah,
magic flute.
music generation.
Okay, what?
Knowledge.
Through music generation.
What does that mean mechanically?
I don't know. I feel it in my soul that I do it.
No, how do you learn spells when you level up? Like, how do you physically learn a spell?
Wikidot tells me that I learned it.
All right, I'm gonna Google it.
I don't know how that works.
Bards don't have a mechanical way to learn.
Yeah, it's just like talent, dude. And it's just like they're innate.
Bards do not mechanically learn spells. They just sort of get them like sorcerers.
Yeah.
They just come up with a new song in their head.
Because I can't switch or anything unless I level up, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All of a sudden, a little song comes to my mind. And
Doot doot.
Doot doot magic flute.
I think what we'll do is, you're not a wizard, so you're not gonna steal the wizard mechanic of learning learning anti-magic. Is that even a spell?
Well, I wasn't assuming that like I would be able to do it, but if we wanted to like have somebody else do it for us, then it's in our book if we need it later. Or if we see them at a later point, we know they're anti-magic runes.
The anti-magic field is a spell. It's an 8th level abjuration. So you would need an 8th level caster, I believe. A cleric or a wizard can cast it.
Yeah, we're not getting that for a while.
It is going to be out of your capabilities as a bard.
It's more for knowledge than me actually being able to use it, because I think runes are a very specific thing you need anyways to even to be able to use them.
All right, so you have copied as best you can. Go ahead and let's see. You rolled a performance already. Yep. Okay, 17. Yeah, you've copied them in there. All right. Anything else in the basement?
What are we doing about the rat?
Fuck the rat.
Is it still there?
I will not fuck the rat.
The door's open. Like, is it not run away?
Isn't he supposed to be huge though?
You don't see a rat currently without like a perception roll. You guys can look for it if you want.
Oh, I'm definitely looking for the rat. You know, he's my best friend.
Rude.
All right, Quinrig, you see rat remains, like droppings and footprints and whatnot. There's hints of a rat, but you don't see it.
Well, wherever he is, he's not down here.
I got what I wanted, so I'm good.
So you guys, what are you doing down there? I mean, you just destroyed half the neighborhood, and this is the gnome speaking.
I hand him a pile of rat turds.
Thanks.
We're looking for a large rat.
These are hit die, Nate. No worry.
That's a what?
These are hit die to restore health because we're humming and hawing a lot, and Andy's wanting to get a move on.
Yeah, that's fine. You guys have definitely done at least a short rest by now. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for this. And he realizes what it is and just kind of lets it drop to the floor. Kind of dusts off his hands. Yeah. maybe I should go.
Okay, we're coming with you.
Yeah, on second thought, wife would like to meet you. How close were you exactly to Jolly?
We traveled
So
with him for a
close.
time. We adventured with him.
For like 2 whole days.
I didn't
Yeah.
hear
was only
any of
2
these
days.
names.
He
we got a
was my
letter.
best friend.
We got a letter, and it mentioned a paladin by the name of Melee.
I was a paladin when he knew me.
Okay, so you can understand my hesitation. One person entering my home that might have some sort of connection to why not? And he just kind of turns around and heads off down the street.
Does Zone of Truth work through the floor? Because technically none of us could be compelled to lie right now.
I mean, it's only a 10-minute spell. It's probably gone now.
I mean, you can lie in the zone of truth. It's just Melee's
Took me
gonna
10
know you're
minutes
lying.
alone. Yeah, it just took me 10 minutes alone to dig the hole.
Yeah,
I mean, you have to pass the check to be able to lie, but
that's true. Okay.
yeah, it's gone.
Okay. Do I still have to be an orc?
Yes.
Got it. So this orc follows the gnome down the street with a bunch of skulls floating around him.
Oh my god.
Could you do something about those?
What?
Like hide them?
No.
I'll break them.
You can try.
Those were kind of scary.
You made him invisible before.
No, I didn't. They made them invisible. I don't control these things. You think I have some sort of power?
I mean, you ate a red gem and then they did something, so kind of yeah.
Yeah, that was... Okay. I apologize, for your ignorance. That was a request.
Can you request that they go invisible?
Oh, jeez. Kind of looks up at the skulls and gestures with his hands open. Yeah, you guys, can you go invisible? One of them goes invisible.
There we go. See? Much better.
There are now 2 of them floating around.
He's our favorite now.
That skull is our friend.
Oh, we're gonna get our fucking...
If anyone
All
else,
right.
tell him it's a curse.
Fine. Let's get this stupid dead gnome out of the way and we can go kill a vampire.
All right. And he heads off and follows the other gnome, the stupid alive gnome. Remind me how old Jolly was.
He was young for a gnome, like
Yeah, that's what I thought.
around 50.
Cool. So after some time, very short walk, you can come up to this humble house, rather small. He opens the door and the size is... Zural, you're gonna have to get on your hands and knees to get in.
They're all gonna just stay outside, I think.
The tall folk just stay outside.
Okay.
He'll get the information from the shorties later.
Yeah.
So they go in,
Light up my
and
pipe.
you hear some pitter pattering, and then he opens the doors from the second story. Yeah, so these guys are now like a couple feet above you, but it's as close to eye level that they're gonna get.
So since I'm short, like, did I go in with him, or am I just now like
You
craning
go
my
in.
neck super high
It's
to
up to
see?
you. You don't really, I mean, you have to kind of duck so you don't hit your head to get in, but once you get in, you can stand up straight.
As a
I'll lean-
halfling?
Yeah.
Are gnomes shorter than halflings?
Yes.
Not by much.
Oh.
But they are. Yeah, they're pretty tiny. Gnomes are tiny little things.
Oh, I'll just chill outside then.
Sure. Okay.
I'll go in. I'm okay crawling.
All right, so inside, it's a very cozy home. There's a round table with a couple chairs on it. There's a little rocker by the fire with a smoking pipe that's still kind of smoldering a little bit. They're upstairs. I'm assuming you go up there. And there's another equally somewhere around the same age of a female figure, gnomish, and they're looking at kind of out the window and then back at Melee and then out the window again. Yeah, so how do you know Jolly? Oh, she knows Jolly? Well, that's what she said. This is Melee, that's Z, that's I don't know, he gave me a leaf.
I nod.
Wait, this card doesn't have a name on it.
Very astute.
It's invisible ink.
How did you know Jolly? Are you relatives of his?
She pipes, the lady pipes up. Well, I mean, he came out of me, so yeah.
Oh, you're his mother. Oh God, you're his mother.
Oh, we have some dark news.
What? My son's dead.
Oh, you know.
Oh,
Yes, I've been trying to
Right.
tell my dear husband that he's been here for weeks.
Wait, your
Um,
son?
he mentioned a haunting.
Leaning in the window. Now to get more info.
Wait, should we trust these people? I don't know.
I am an experienced necromancer. No, I'm just kidding.
Merrick says, I'm Merrick. They didn't kill me yet.
It's true.
Well, that's reassuring.
Getting closer every minute.
We're just adventurers here to help. Persuasion?
Yes, please.
Oh, that's persuasion. Or perception, not persuasion.
Always do that. Persuasion with a 14. Okay. Okay. Suppose you walked all the way over here. Yeah. So we have one of his belongings that my dear wife believes his spirit is attached to. He's provided her some sort of closure for him being missing, but I believe that he should be, I don't know, resting?
Yes, yeah, that's definitely better off than being a disturbed spirit bound to this plane. Your son
Agreed.
deserves rest.
How did he die?
That's a very good question. Dang.
We ended up being framed for a crime while we were pursuing certain interests, and I'm afraid we were pursued
And cornered?
and cornered, and as we tried to make our escape, he
He
failed
he
to.
just blinked out of existence.
There was unfortunately nothing we could do because of, well, his blinking out of existence.
Yeah, we went back for him, but we weren't in time.
Okay, thank you. So, who's the new leader of Vesenar? We haven't heard.
There is no new leader of Asenar. It's still the same king.
So, my son died for nothing.
Andy takes a conspicuous look outside to see if anyone's eavesdropping on this.
I see you looking behind, like past me, because I'm at the windowsill, and so I look around too. Oh,
Merrick
okay.
waves. He thinks you're looking at him.
God damn it.
Good enough.
Yeah. Nobody out there? All right.
You do not perceive anyone.
Perfect.
He died helping us to escape, if that gives you any comfort. He died heroically.
Oh, that's my boy. That's my boy, Jolly. He always did want to help the misfortunate.
Yes, that's us.
And
We're the misfortunate.
and when did you guys decide to start following Ravon?
Well, the gods and I don't really hang. I'm just sort of here.
I'm here for nature.
I'm
Not
a
a single one of us.
cleric of Bold.
Wait, so he was traveling with adventurers that didn't even share the religion of the night.
Not exactly. But we had other shared values that brought us together. For example, our desire to see the king replaced.
And our love of drink and fine women.
I really liked how he cooked. Merrick pipes up. Greatest sausages in the land.
Merrick,
Hmm?
do you
right.
remember
I'm
what
sorry.
we said about the
Yes.
whole not talking thing?
Right.
Thanks.
You'd kill me. Understood.
Thank you.
You'd kill me. Oh, shit.
So there's the couple exchanges some worried glances, and then he goes, yeah, so not I guess do you plan on staying?
We just want to be
Love
sure that
women.
he is at rest and that he's moved on to his afterlife. Could you tell us more about this haunting?
Yeah, so we have this ring, and it does weird things. I don't know, maybe you can tell me more? Is anybody good with magic?
I got an eye for magic.
Yeah.
I'm alright with it.
Well, who wants to gander first?
I'll take a look.
Yeah, I'll just say show Andy.
So
Mine's
he-
more like nature magic.
She reaches in her pack and pulls out this silver ring with a black gem on it. It's shaped as the crescent moon of Ravon, and the black gem is encased within the circle of the crescent. She kind of just hesitantly hands it over to you.
Does anything happen immediately?
Do you take it?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I will ritual cast identify then.
Okay. Everybody just kind of waits approximately 10 minutes as he just kind of looks at this ring.
Just
flips
fumbles
a
it through my hands.
While he does that, can I do a knowledge religion check?
Sure can. What are you trying to do with this knowledge religion check?
Well, it's obviously like a ring related to Ravon. I want to see if is there anything significant about like rings like this to
Yeah.
practice worshiping her? Anything that might be related to what it does?
Sure. Go ahead.
I didn't prep identify. I can only use it as ritual.
Okay. So this is
It's tough.
as you're kind of hovering over, well, I guess under Andy's shoulder because you're short. you do now notice that this is it is indeed a ring that is supposed to honor the Lady of the Night. It doesn't seem to have any like ritualistic importance. It's crafted well. It's made of what appears to be silver. Andy, you can confirm that it is silver.
It is definitely silver.
And yeah, so like other than that, I mean, it's fashioned in a way to honor the Lady of the Night, and you would expect that somebody that would be wearing it would also share that belief. It doesn't really seem like it has anything to do with like every cleric would have it or anything like that.
Okay,
Mhm.
that checks out. Just wanted to make sure there was nothing there.
All right, Andy,
Yes.
10 minutes has passed. You now know everything about this ring.
Crazy.
So I just shared it. It is a handout. Hopefully you guys got a little pop-up.
Did not get a pop-up.
Is it under the handout tabs?
It is not.
Okay. Probably because it's not in your journal. Let me see. Andy. Save.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
I saw everything refresh, but I still don't have it.
I
would
can-
know
I
it.
can, I
Yeah,
can
because
share it to
you,
everybody.
Okay.
I'll share it to everybody. Unless, Andy, are you going to keep it secret?
Gonna keep it secret, keep it safe.
Oh my god, this is so rude. Yeah, go ahead.
Jelly's ring of involuntary night.
This is well, it's definitely him in there. Huh.
So, Katie, for context, Jolly would continuously disguise himself as a trickery domain cleric. He would use his disguised self as a female dwarfen child.
So wait, did you know who this guy was once he said that his last name was Dimps?
I didn't.
I totally forgot that he had. I don't know if I knew his last name.
I didn't
Eh.
even know Jolly's true face, like let alone his name.
An- Andy in character had no clue. Mike knew instantly.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this is,
Target takes 2d6
Oh my god.
He's definitely in there. I'm not sure what you want us to really do with this. We can bring him on our adventure and make sure he finds rest. We could leave him with you and have him haunt you.
Well, I would
I
hate
can-
to. I would hate to. You know, I'm kind of grown comfortable having him around again. This is
Yeah.
the lady talking, and the guy does not seem into it. Like his dad is not like Chipper does not seem into this.
And
I'm sure it's comforting to have him around, but your child deserves rest. It's unnatural for spirits to be tethered to the plane of the living after their body perishes.
Persuasion with advantage.
Okay. $25.
She suddenly like looks very angry, and fine, take it. She looks away.
I'm sorry, ma'am. We'll make sure that he gets rest and that he's sent well to the world beyond.
Right. Maybe it's best you leave.
come on, new bestest buddy. Andy puts on the ring. I'm sure we're just alike.
Melee eyes, Andy.
Does anything happen when I put on the ring, or is it just meh?
No, I mean you can feel a presence. But
Okay.
It's docile at the moment.
Oh, whoa. Yeah, he's definitely in here. All right, we'll take our leave and do our best to get him out of this thing.
Okay, so long. See you later. Thanks for the invite. And Merrick turns around. Oh, sorry. Not talking. Zips mums the word.
I grab him by the collarbone and drag
Yeah.
him out.
He's a bugbear.
He's an orc.
Oh, he's an orc. Oh, yeah.
But
Is he actually an orc or disguised as an orc?
He's shapeshifted, right?
Let me make sure that I tell you the right thing because it was a minute since I made him. It is the warlock mask of many faces. You can cast the disguise self at will without expanding a spell slot. So yeah.
So I reach through him,
You sure
grab
do.
his collarbone, and drag him out.
There you go. There you go.
And he does make that yeet sound.
Get on.
All right.
All this talk about sausage just got me hungry.
Melee,
Yes.
you knew this silly little gnome more than anyone here, it sounds like. You want this thing?
I
Would it be
like
heresy for a cleric of bone?
I would not be wearing it. I would be attempting to put his spirit to rest.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, tell you what, deal time. I'll wear it, and in between our little adventures, you can try to put his spirit to rest. Because this guy's he's got some intent.
Very well. For the moment, you may wear it, but I will be attempting to remove his spirit and put it to rest.
Look, I'm just saying, this is pretty reliable help compared to the reliable help that you just recruited.
That's true. That's a
Merrick
valid.
is nodding his head.
So we can try during some downtime, but at least for now, he seems friendly. It's like he wants to help.
It's not about being friendly. It's about this object being an abomination.
I give a long look to Merrick.
Zealot.
Really, tell me about bringing abominations with us, Melee. Go ahead.
That's.
Go ahead. Tell me about bringing abominations with us.
Listen,
This is an accessory. It's useful. The spirit inside is friendly. You're bringing a skeleton with us.
Wait a second. No, I'm not following. Please continue.
Fine. Wear it. Maybe you're right, and I don't have ground to stand on right now.
Not until we get rid of the skeleton.
Wait.
Melee kind of like eyes Merrick for a moment, like considering that.
You know, maybe
Very
we should
heavily.
get going. And he turns away. And as he turns, all of his skulls turn and look towards the party. And
Watching their bag.
yep.
And as we get going, I'll give an aside to Melee. I mean it. You can have it at night during downtime. You can do whatever you want to it. But as long as he's willing to be used, I say we use him.
Okay, that's fair.
Let's see.
Now, with that out of the way, volcano or vampires? Or are they one and the same? I honestly forgot.
So the volcano is clearly to the north. That's where the smoke is billowing. That's where, it's in east side. There's more smoke than you remember.
There's more smoke than I remember.
But that's to the north, and then you guys did we? Yeah, we said that it was from Durovia. So you guys know Durovia is to the west.
But we do have the name of the guy that we can potentially call here. and set up an ambush for him.
Well, we
Oh.
have to know him though, don't we?
Do we not have a thing that can message him with just a name, like scrying
Yeah.
or something?
I have to be familiar with them.
No, there was a magical word that we got from.
You didn't
Yeah,
ask what the word was.
Well, fuck. I thought we just needed a name. Okay, so we can't set up an ambush here right now. I guess we should deal with the volcano and then move on to Darovia.
Hey Nathan, what counts as being familiar in D&D?
Being familiar?
Yeah.
Um,
Like, I'm familiar with the concept of quantum physics, but I don't know it that well.
What is the context?
I'm assuming Maylee's thinking me sending a sending message to call them there for a trap. Yes, no?
You need to have met the person.
Okay.
Never.
If you want to do it without meeting the person, you would have to figure out a way to do it and then attempt to cast it. You would use your spell slot, if that costs a spell slot, and then it may work and it may not, but it will definitely be harder.
Do we have anything that belonged to them?
You didn't look.
If we had a focus worth at least 1,000 gold pieces, I could do scrying and become kind of familiar with them.
They don't look at me.
I don't know. Bones sell for a lot.
Do they?
It's a good thing you got a lot of them. I think I lost a few back there.
So without a way for the vampires,
My vote is always outside, guys. You know me.
the mountain's literally on fire, and if it's getting bigger, like Issa's saying, I vote volcano.
Out of character here, I am not pushing you guys to the volcano. If you
Right.
want to attempt to summon this thing, you can totally attempt to summon this thing. Not worried about it. We can figure something out.
Just how do we do that?
If we head back to the hotel, and if we find anything that belongs to him, sending a message becomes a little easier, I think.
We could try searching the basement again. Maybe.
Yeah, we gotta find that rat.
Did the rat belong to him?
Could have. It's a very large rat.
For all we know, he was the rat.
Hey, Boney.
Rawl. I
Yes.
love you,
Wait.
Frank.
Wait. Is that me?
Your big head.
Yeah. That vampire.
Which one?
Did he? The big one.
The
Did
big
we,
one?
did any of the vampires that were heading in and out of there, did they leave anything in the hotel?
Why are you asking me?
Because you were in the hotel.
I was buried in dirt.
You were
you
still
see the
technically in the
vampires?
hotel.
Yeah. Wait, what was the question?
Did any of the vampires that killed you, presumably, leave anything in the hotel?
I don't know, and I was not killed by a vampire.
Semantics.
What were you killed by?
Why do you guys keep saying that I was killed?
Double plus undead.
What?
What would you rather be called instead? You know?
I don't think he knows he's dead.
I'm not dead.
You
Oh,
think
see.
that's part of the spell, Andy?
Is he another race?
I don't
If
know
I
if it's a
was dead-
spell or if he's just stupid, Quinrick.
if I was dead, could I do this? And he does a little dance, and his bones are clacking.
Can I do I don't know, if I wanted to try and remember if there's a race of bone people, I don't know, is that a thing?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a history check. Or
I'll see if I
Yeah, so I would accept also Arcana or Religion.
Okay, well, we're not going anywhere near religion, so.
Yeah, he's clearly undead.
He registered to me as undead when I cast my spell. He is undead.
Your spell's broken.
My spell is not broken. My spell comes from Boln.
Yeah, your ideals of Bone are broken.
What did you just say to me?
Aye! He kind of hides behind Zural. Hey, big guy, we're friends, right? Remember how we were
Mm.
orcs?
Nope. I kind of push him in
Oh.
front of me.
Yee. Nothing? Sorry.
Did you see the vampires?
In a matter of speaking.
I could. Oh, can I chime in really quick? I might be able to find these vampires. I can commune with nature, and maybe with that, I can figure out where they are. I can't bring them to us, but I can figure out where they're at. Within 3 miles. So.
Do we want to? I don't know. Well,
Wait.
yeah, if we don't know if they left
So
anything, I guess
I
it doesn't
can
help to look.
briefly commune with nature and gain the knowledge of the surrounding territories, right? You know, with me being outdoors, it's up to 3 miles within the land of 3 miles. I'll know if there is any powerful undead around, which vampire ding ding ding.
Yeah.
Does
Is-
this
Go ahead.
is this like a detect undead spell within a?
It's
3 mile
nature's.
radius?
It's a nature's version of that, yes. Or if we wanted to find anything else.
What's the spell called?
It's called Commune with Nature. I will throw it up there to you guys. Oh, you know what? If we're in a basement, natural underground settings, the radius is limited to 300 feet. How far is 300? That 300 feet's not terribly short, but it's also a lot shorter than 3 miles.
Yeah. I know enough for you to cast that spell.
I would say go outside. Don't cast it in the basement.
I mean, would it really help us? It's unlikely that the vampire is within 3 miles. It sounded like he
anyone-
had some sort of teleportation to get to the inn
Yeah.
instantly.
Instant
Right.
in, instant out.
Does anyone know of spells that allow you to bring others with you if it's
Yes.
all the
Yeah,
way in
dimensional
Katakia?
door.
Dimension door. Yeah, exactly.
That's only
what I was
500
gonna
feet,
say.
though. That's only 500 feet, though. So if
I've
they're
heard of
dimension
bigger
door-
I
ones,
think,
but
yeah, there's a portal thing you can do.
portals, circles, I've heard stories about those.
Yeah.
I took a few night classes in wizard school.
I can walk through
yeah.
trees.
Like right now,
Yeah.
do it. I don't believe you.
I walk outside and walk up to a tree, and I just like walk into one tree and then out another.
What?
That's a 5th level spell
That's a
slot he just
spell.
wasted. I count that as a success.
Hell yeah!
I will spend tree stride.
I love that spell so much.
I made Quinrick waste a 5th level slot. I'm happy.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Yeah, what are we doing?
Maybe we should sleep on this. It's pretty late.
Yeah, definitely, especially after that.
Well, now he can't commune with nature.
Yeah, true.
But at least you can walk with it.
I'm happy.
Um.
Yeah, I'm down for a long rest.
Yeah. Should we return to the refugees, or do we want to stay at the ruined inn tonight?
Let's go to the closest food as possible. I'm skin and bones. Look at me. I'm wasting away. Oh, right. I'm an
I
orc.
like your style.
Do you even need to eat?
No. Do you?
Why not?
Why not? Why what?
Why don't you need to eat?
Not hungry.
Have you ever been hungry?
Not in a while.
No? Why is that?
Oh, probably these things. He's like gesturing to the skull. It just kind of looks at him.
Hmm.
Yeah, I haven't had to eat since that happened.
Mean when you died?
I didn't die.
What if he's not dead, but the skulls make him undead?
What?
Like, what if he got rid of the skulls? Would he come back a man, or would he just fall to the ground a pile of bones?
They just keep coming back. What do you mean? You can't just get rid of them.
Well, there has to be a way to break a curse such as this. There has to be. Every action there is
This is ridiculous. What kind of curse would make me?
two equal opposite half reactions.
Anyone got remove curse?
I can, in the morning.
Great. See you then. I'll be there.
Okay. Did we decide refugees are in?
I'm fine not meeting those guys right now. Yeah, fuck them for a
Yeah,
bit.
they're gonna figure their shit out. We brought them all the way to a city. The rest is
We did our
kinda
part.
Ben and then.
I like it. You're making Ben a liar.
Yeah, we did tell them we were going to come back once we figured something out.
Oh,
Just a
goddamn.
heads
Tell you what,
up.
you guys go to the inn. I'll go back and tell them that you wanted to go get drunk.
No.
I mean, that would work. Oh.
No. We're not sending Merrick alone to talk to the refugees.
Why not? I'm okay. I'll be fine.
I'm not worried about you.
Oh, well. That hurt a little.
I'm so sorry.
Isn't he in a bum? Why are you sorry?
I'm not sorry in character. I'm sorry out of character.
Just when I thought things were going better between us. Like, I really thought we had a connection there, Mealy.
Oh, God, you're gonna wind up smushed into the dirt.
I'm sorely tempted.
Really good thing we got a druid then.
Because I can
Okay.
mold earth. Yeah, I like this.
I'm so glad I'm here.
I'm going back to the camp. I'll see you guys
I've always
later.
wanted to be an adventurer.
And he leaves Merrick in the group and just goes back to camp.
Melee gonna follow him.
Merrick's
Samesies.
gonna follow.
Oh, god damn it.
Quinric and Zural and Issa, what are you doing?
Oh, I followed.
I'm getting drunk.
Oh, we're splitting the party with
No.
vampires around. Oh god.
No, I'm
Uh,
sticking with everybody.
Zeral goes to Kurnik like always.
Okay.
We're gonna hang out.
You guys have made your
get
way
together.
to camp.
Downtown.
You're at camp now. You are greeted warmly with a jogging new cleric of Bolm who runs up to you. Oh, guys, I told them just like you said, but they already knew.
Good job, buddy.
Oh, shucks. You don't have to. Really? I made you
Yeah,
guys
you
some
did great.
soup.
Oh, that sounds super.
wonderful. Super.
All right. So, and you can see a bunch of people like gathered around, like taking turns, like dipping bowls in this giant cauldron of goop. It's a nice stew that looks to be made of various herbs, seasons, and the protein is venison.
Delightful. I will have some soup.
Just Quinric, do you get offended because the soup is made from deer?
Most soup is made of deer.
I mean, not all of it. Like, are you a vegetarian since you're a druid?
No, death is very much a natural part of life, and there are, hierarchies inside of nature, and I
Neely's
understand.
nodding along.
I understand. Like you must take a life. You just as long as you're respectful. Now, if you had killed all the deer in the forest and we were having a feast, then I would probably be upset. But
Cool. I'll make a note of that.
So the night is it's like quite underway. You still have some hours before dawn, but you guys have spent a lot of time traveling, a lot of time doing your shenanigans, talking to the gnomes, all that jazz. You're exhausted. The camp offers to let you rest, and don't worry about it. We'll take care of the watch. We already have a routine going. And you can
Hey,
start
that
to
works
see
for me.
you can start to see fortifications starting to build up.
Hell yeah.
what I want to see.
Look at these people.
Oh, this town is not gonna like this, but not my problem.
Can I do my nightly commune?
Certainly.
Okay. So Meili kind of goes off by herself to pray. Do we want to do that now? Should I ask my questions?
Go ahead, unless anybody else wants to do something while she's walking.
I'm heading off in an opposite direction.
Probably reading books.
Accurate. All right, take it away, Meili.
Okay, so I kneel down to pray, reaching out to whatever angel will answer, kind of hoping that it's ethereal, but knowing it probably won't be.
Did we name this angel yet?
I don't think so.
I think I named her, but I couldn't figure out where it was.
I don't think
where
you
I
told
wrote it.
me if you named her.
Rats.
Their name is
Nathan,
Rats.
do you want the name, Nathan?
You have it? You are
Yes.
who I told it to. Yes.
Yes.
Message it to me.
Okay.
In
Blah, blah,
Discord.
blah. This is what I get for asking questions.
I knew it.
Extra
I
work.
knew we talked about it. I just didn't remember. I didn't write it down, I guess. I thought I did.
Note taker supremacy.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
For real.
I've been so bad about taking notes recently.
I know.
You're
I
gonna
haven't
get-
I got a
taken
whole
single
book.
note. Are you kidding me?
You're gonna
I'm
get a
getting a
lot
lot
more
of-
into it, I think, once we when we swap over to Foundry, because there's a system in there that is very much like Google Docs.
That's
hell
pretty
yeah.
much what
Excellent.
I've been doing is just putting stuff I like into Google Docs.
Yeah, but this is like within the thing, like within the
That's
actual
nice.
application, and
And you can take notes together.
I believe it gets saved.
Oh.
I believe it gets saved on my computer.
Oh, that's interesting because it's ported from your. You just have open ports for us to connect.
I
That's
have opened a
interesting. Wow.
specific port, and you guys that's how that's how you guys are connecting to it. Is an application on my
Wow.
desktop.
Oh, that's pretty interesting.
So don't hack me.
No, I would.
Command.
All right.
Darn.
Melee,
Yes.
do it.
long
Okay.
past the face.
Is it the lady angel that comes again?
You didn't tell me how to
This-
pronounce it.
Okay, got it. I don't remember that
Tell me
name.
how to pronounce it.
Okay. Go ahead and describe what you're doing.
I'm kneeling down, praying, reaching out for whatever angel will answer, hoping it's ethereal, but knowing it probably won't be.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so there is a gust of wind that is followed by a very familiar scent of rose petals. And you feel comforted by the presence that appears behind you, accompanied by a sudden flap of wings.
I turned to look. Is it? My first question kind of depends on whether it's ethereal that
Right.
shows up or not.
As you turn around, you see the lady, Angel, behind you.
Okay. Hello again. Thank you for coming. Is Ethereal recovering?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good. I'll trust that he's safe for now then, and that I'll see him again soon. Is Ava safe?
I'm trying to figure out what time. I think we're going to keep it canonically that finished before this happened, before this commune.
Okay. So
Now,
it's hard to know.
Now, does this creature think she's safe?
And it's also
Mhm.
whether the angel would know whether or not she's safe, because not necessarily like omnipotent or
Right.
omniscient or anything.
No.
Oh, okay. But she is alive.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's all my questions.
Yeah. As soon as she said yes, you hear a flap of wings and she just immediately pops out of existence.
Bye.
I probably could have used that more strategically, but guess what? Maylee's worried about people.
Oh,
Yeah, no
no.
kidding.
All my friends are in danger
Yeah.
because the DM is a jerk.
Yeah.
Wait, you're not supposed to agree.
Listen, Maylee has suffered.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything during this long rest?
I got a small thing depending on the answer to a question.
I also have a small thing depending on the answer to a question.
Andy, take it away.
Do lesser animals, deer, elk, etc., have souls?
Yes. In this world, they do.
Andy goes off on his own in the middle of the night.
Ah,
Oh,
fuck.
But
Mine was basically I just wanted to read the books that I got about the giant tree in the middle of the city, and I want to like read and like study like my books on plant growth to see if like I could eventually figure out how the druid did that and replicate it. Because you gave me a couple of books about the
Oh,
building
yes.
itself.
The
And
tavern tree.
I'm just gonna like open up 6 books, you know, as I
Right.
do.
Just
And
read them
like,
all and
and just like reading
simultaneously.
them all, yeah, and just like have like a notebook, like trying to keep notes about like how this druid managed to pull this off, and
Yeah. Go ahead and give me an investigation with advantage.
thank you, advantage.
All right. Yeah. So, there was a circle of druids, a circle of the land that kind of nomadic, and they came long ago and grew this forest like as an extension of the dark forest. And then they planted this giant tree and worked their magic together with the community that was kind of working as like a trading company, or not company, but like a trading
Yeah, the trading
outpost.
post between east and west.
Yeah, and a connection to the Fae, specifically.
because they're like on the doorstep of the dark forest.
Right. So this was kind of like a peace offering from the Fae to this outside, quote unquote, civilized world.
Right.
And they the group built this tavern, and right next to the tree, and the tree just kind of like absorbed into it, and then they just kept adding onto the tavern around it.
Right.
And as
okay.
the tree grew, it just kind of like magically entwined itself into the tavern. There's other comments in these texts that have something to do with a deceased follow of Re, the goddess of nature, one of an archdruid of the Fae that was actually buried underneath it, and it is believed that her spirit is now within the tree.
All right. Well, thank you.
Zural, Isa?
Nothing in particular.
I just got one quick question for Melee. Hey Melee, with all of your cleric knowledge, do you know if you were to cast True Resurrection, would that cure a dead person of vampirism if they were a vampire beforehand?
Oh God, would I know that?
I'm
I
gonna
don't know
leave
the
that.
answer.
I'm
to
gonna
that.
leave that up to you, and I'm also going. If you would rather roll for it, you can.
Yeah, I'll roll to see if I know the answer. I know.
I know you're so good at this kind of stuff, and I'm gonna inspire her while she does it.
Oh, you flatterer.
What is that? D8.
Yeah.
Eee,
17.
it's still okay. Yeah, I would say that you'd know.
Okay. Does it cure vampirism?
It cures all. It cures everything.
Okay.
Like if someone's burned and like you take their ashes and you cast True Resurrection on them, they're back.
It would
But
technically remove their vampirism. However, it is heresy to do that. Someone who has been raised as a vampire is not a living person. Their soul should be in the afterlife. It's not fair to that person or to the world itself to bring them back. It would upset the balance.
Maybe this bit's been done, but Issa looks around Melee at Merrick, who's chilling in our camp.
There's gonna be a lot of that.
Fuck. Melee is wishing more and more she had just crushed him and dealt with the consequences.
It's just a thing I'm thinking about because I was rereading the Wanderer's note, and it was weird because he's got something in here talking about how he doesn't want his body taken advantage of by an opportunistic cleric, and I don't know if that's his weird way of saying necromancer, but I didn't know if clerics resurrecting the vampires or anything would be of any importance. But if
It's
he can get true
possible.
resurrection, then he's cured.
Yes, it's not exactly a cure so much as it is I mean, it does remove the vampirism, that much is true. They would be back to a human form. But the fact that they had still died isn't removed by that. They died. They're
but-
over.
But you said you tried to save Jolly.
I did, and I realized why that wasn't acceptable.
Now look at him, stuck in a ring.
You just hear a tink, tink, tink as he's banging on it.
It's not something that I've talked about, but the trials that I went through in my attempt to save Jolly, I learned a lot from them, and one of the main things I learned is that fate has a plan for us, and you can't stop it. Something that is dead should stay dead.
What do you mean by trials you had to go through? Everybody said that he just blinked and you guys couldn't get to him.
Right. It's again, it's not something that I've spoken of about much. I went through something on my own a night or two after it happened. A religious experience of sort, a trial, a test, whatever you might call it. It was part of the result of me becoming a cleric of Bolm. Does that make sense?
Can paladins even bring people back from the dead? I thought that was just a cleric thing. How would you
Hell,
do that
even
as a
I can
paladin?
bring a man back from the dead.
By that point, I was a cleric. It was a result of me becoming a cleric. It was my first test of faith. Well, my second test of faith.
What was your first? Jolly died?
My first was personal. It was a sacrifice of sorts. You could say it was me breaking my oath as a paladin.
Well, you did become a cleric, so you retained your holiness and some very good has come out of that.
I did, and I do not regret the choices that I made. Shut up.
Merrick's choking on his soup.
Something you'd like to add, Merrick?
No, we're good. Just I enjoyed the pun, even though it was unintended.
Melee is just kind of glaring at him.
You're right. Yep, soup.
He's gonna get murder hoboed so hard.
Well, thanks for answering my questions. Also, don't forget about my wisdom book I gave you. You really should read it. Winks.
Oh, right. Thank you. Yeah, and of course, if there's anything else I can answer for you, I'm always happy to spread knowledge about, Boln and the universe, balance, all of that.
I love to learn things, so I'll probably come back to you for more stuff later, which I appreciate.
I'm glad. Thank you.
And I'm just gonna skippity-doo-dah off.
So, Andy, during all this, is just laying in his little cot, twirling one of the empty soul gems in his hand. And flashback after flashback of that one last-ditch effort to try to destroy the anti-magic runes. And the fact that it actually fucking worked. He doffs his armor, leaves his swords and weapons, takes a single soul gem, and he would like to go off on his own out into the woods to find any large game he can.
Yep. Give me a survival check.
No.
Your first hour finds nothing.
He's going to go back to camp and call it a night. He doesn't want to exhaust himself for this.
Okay. Yeah, so you would have had to have gone into the Feywoods.
Right.
Yeah. I can see why Andy would not want to continue. Oh, that's a satyr.
Yep, we're calling it a day.
All right. If there's nothing else.
That's it for me.
I'm going to read my book.
And the night goes on. So, the next morning, you guys find yourself refreshed. Long rested, one might say.
Wow.
Merrick is happily talking to a crowd of people.
Oh God, Merrick, we told you not to.
He's in full conversation with like 4 or 5 individuals who are listening to him excitedly.
What is he saying?
He's talking about our Lord and Savior, Bone.
Oh God.
And one of the individuals are pointing over in Melee's direction, and then they realize that she's waking up, and then he turns away as if nothing happened. Ben has prepared you all a little doggy bag. Little goodies. Bag full of jerky. One for each of you.
Melee, did you give him the people? Did he get the chef feet?
Yes.
Like,
he
is
did.
this why he's got?
Yes, he did. He has chef feet. 2 of them.
I saw that and I was like, yes, finally.
So you all
We have a little
get
chef.
on your next short rest. If you eat these, you gain like a hit die. I think it was.
Of temp hit points, yes.
Yeah. Oh, plus his proficiency. 4 plus his efficiency. Oh, that's how many times he can do it. Okay. Yeah, so it's just a hit die.
Fancy.
Number of treats, blah blah blah.
Yeah, but you guys don't want to bring him around, so he's gonna stay back at camp, and you guys just get the 1.
And I have remove curse.
So, what's next, guys?
Are these the temp hit point treats or the healing treats?
Temp.
So we can eat these whenever. He just needs an hour to cook them.
I think they go bad after a certain time or something.
8 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he cooked them in the night. These
Okay.
are leftovers.
Who's holding on to them?
1 for each of you.
Oh, just okay.
And we get 4 temp HP upon eating them.
And they last for 8 hours?
Yep.
After they're consumed, or the food itself lasts?
The food itself lasts. The temp hit points last until exhausted or until long rest.
Oh, okay.
Eat them right away at the beginning of the day.
Basically.
Yeah, that sounds...
Time for breakfast.
Alright, Bones. You're not bad.
Yeah, thanks.
It was Ben, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. You're not bad yourself.
I appreciate that.
Eric glares at Melee. See?
You're still pretty bad.
Alright, guys.
Who
Do
are
we
you
want
bringing
to...
with you?
Oh, yeah.
No one?
Do we trust Merrick with the group?
He's gonna
That's the
convert
better
everybody
question.
to bone, so maybe you should leave him here.
He could convert everyone to the wrong bone.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about his particular
more than one?
values. No, but it's possible that he'll teach them to worship in a way that's incorrect.
But that's heresy.
Heresy.
I mean, there's a lot of different denominations of stuff.
Oh.
Would there be a concern for that?
Easily
Because a
gonna
lot
get
of people
stabbed.
worship in their own way.
Melee just role playing a 40k character.
For real. There is a lot of wiggle room, I suppose, when it comes to particular interpretations. And there's a lot of things that, you can say are right or say are wrong, and it'll be more subjective. However, there are some very specific things that are not acceptable, such as undeath. And I am concerned about his teachings in that regard.
Yeah, he's clearly disturbed.
So as you kind of glance his direction while you're speaking, he pulls out his hand, and his disguised self is temporarily dismissed on just his hand and they all like clap enthusiastically.
Let's take him and get out of here.
Let's take Ben, yeah. No, just kidding.
Let's take Merrick.
Yeah, I'll take Merrick. I like Merrick.
Ben
Put him on
packs
the
his
front
bags
lines.
and he's prepping his weapon, and he steps up like he's ready to get going on adventuring.
Hey Ben, there's something really important that we need to ask you to do.
Anything.
Anything.
We're concerned about this region since there have been vampire sightings around here, and we were hoping that you might keep an eye on the refugees and make sure that they stay safe and kind of organize here. You can tell them about Bolm and pray for them.
Right. So got it. I will stay here.
Thank you. It's very necessary, and I really appreciate that.
He gives you a nod and then takes his pack off and heads back into camp.
Well, that went well.
He hates you.
Merrick
God.
comes up. So, where are we going?
That's actually a good question. Where are
Fire
we
va-
going?
Vampire.
Fire or vampire?
Right? You wanted me to kill a vampire,
Yes,
and then you were gonna kill me. I mean, let me go, right?
potentially.
Wonderful. Let's do that. Unless you wanted to prolong our engagement.
No, I very much do not want to prolong our.
Let's take a
Anything.
quick swing by that hotel. See if we can find anything that might belong to them.
All right.
Works for me.
You can totally take him to the mountain if you like, but he is anxious to get away from the murder.
Yeah.
Are we heading back to the Hobgobble Inn?
Yes.
All right. As you guys travel over there, you see kind of like a crowd of halflings and gnomes kind of scratching their heads and inspecting the ruins. I don't know. It looks like some sort of earthquake.
Make way, make way. Dangerous area. Experts coming through.
And as you enter the building, you see a large four-armed gray-skinned woman with a giant hammer step out.
Hey,
She looks down at you guys, glances over at Zural, shakes her head, and then walks off.
bye.
Zeral's gonna try to go after her.
Aw.
Yeah. Go get him, big guy.
Are you gonna try to talk to her?
Yes.
All right, go for it.
So, sorry I couldn't come back. We got trapped in the inn, and apparently there are vampires. So we had to make a game plan. So I apologize that I could not come back, and you know how much I wanted to, even if it was just to have you look at my axe. But there were some circumstances where I couldn't come back.
You had your chance with me, honey. You blew it.
Oh no.
Any
Yeah, roll a
chance?
persuasion.
Any chance you can still look at that axe?
Deal's a deal.
Well, I'm not gonna force you to do anything.
Deal's a deal. Let's go.
Huh? I go with her for a while.
All right. Rest of you?
In the hotel, looking for anything that might be vampiric.
Okay. Give me an investigation, I suppose.
Investigation, I suppose.
Okay. Yeah. It takes you a while. After about half an hour of searching and digging through the rubble, you don't find anything. Nothing vampiric, nothing that sticks out.
Well, shit.
A lot of wood and shrapnel. I mean, it could be used for a stake.
Are we all looking, I'm assuming, or does, I don't know, is his one roll like the one that covers it?
You did an investigation. You can try a different method.
Survival.
Yeah, you do not want me doing survival. Oh. Can I sense if there's anything like, I don't know, that would be dumb. I don't know, can I sense if there's anything like magical that could be used for teleportation or something? Or for contact, or I don't know.
Yeah, you're gonna do an Arcana check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I give guidance? Because I forgot I could do that.
So go ahead and roll a d4, Isa.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
2, so 21.
All right. So you move around the inn and eventually find your way into one of the bedrooms that is kind of giving off some strong vibes, but it is locked.
Hey, Merrick!
Yeah, what do you need?
Would you please be a deer and unlock the door?
You might have to find Mr. Antler to help with that one.
I walk over.
Yes,
What's
she would like
wrong?
you to be a deer.
Ah, yes. For what reason?
Something about locking the door?
He's being a dumbass. Merrick, will you please unlock the door?
Yeah, I'm on it. It's one of these here. And pulls out a little pick and jams it into the door handle, and a couple twists here, and okay, and there you go.
I'm gonna save
Before
her.
we just walk in, like, can we check for traps or anything, maybe?
Sure, give me a perception check.
Yeah, because I'm totally good at that. Oh, okay.
You are totally good at that.
You don't see any traps.
You hear the sound of hoofs as the deer walks in behind you.
-1 wild shape.
I took it already. I'm well aware.
Victor over here doing all those spells for jokes.
I love it.
For flavor.
It's the point of being a druid if you don't turn into an animal whenever you can.
All right.
Alright.
So inside this room is a crystal ball that's in the center of it, surrounded by what appears to be a rune of some sort of power, and that is what is generating a lot of this juju. Oh, that's neat. I'm gonna touch it.
Don't do that. If I...
I nudge him with my antlers.
It's really no surprise that he died, is it?
No.
Oh man.
Knowing... I don't know, do I know enough about runes, whether, like, how close we can get to it, if it were to, like, could it particularly trigger something, like a glyph of warding, or...
So your Arcana check. I'll just use what what you rolled in the past there. Oh no, you rolled a perception. Oh, that's your Arcana. It was the same number.
Yeah.
Okay.
21 technically for the Arcana.
Yeah. So this is a dormant summoning spell.
Oh, let's fucking activate it.
Are we ready?
I mean, I'm ready.
Well, Krennic's a deer.
I look at you guys.
Also, we don't have Zeral.
Right, Zarel. We kind of probably want him to smack things.
This spell doesn't look portable, does it?
Does it?
It's a
Like-
rune that's like etched into the floor.
We couldn't take the floor. Damn.
I mean, you could. It would just be a lot of effort. Like the crystal ball that's in the middle, do we see anything in it, or is it just like a clear ball through and through, or?
How close you getting this thing to? What are you doing here?
I mean, I want to be pretty wary of it, just not knowing.
Okay. You can't
The
really
shtick
get
of it
within
all.
5 feet of it without stepping in the room. You can try to roll a perception check again to see it from a distance, or you'd have to step inside of the room.
Andy, what do you think? You're the magic guru here.
Me?
I don't know about Guru. Do I
You went
have
to
that
night school.
available? It was like 3 classes. Yeah, give me a bit of time. He's going to kneel down and cast Unseen Servant as a ritual.
Okay. Yep. Sounds good. In that time, Zero. Alright, what do you like to know?
As much as you can. I know you said it wasn't much you could do, but I know you wanted to take a look at it yourself a little bit as well. So,
Lost entrance, haven't I?
that's fair. That's fair. Well, yeah, I know you said to talk to the, was it the Bronze Beards about the axe? Could you tell me anything about, like, what materials this was made out of?
Yeah, give me a minute. I'll take a look. Mind if I go to the forge? Just stop back.
As long as I can go with you.
You're free to do as you please.
I go with her to the forge then, I guess.
Okay. She goes out there, doesn't really hold the door open or anything, or any sort of mannerisms. She goes over to the forge and starts it up. She starts pumping it with the I forget, the billow, I think it's called. Lights the fire and gets the coals really going. And she just tosses it in.
But
That's for standing me up, you son of a bitch. Get the fuck out of here.
He's gonna reach inside to grab it.
All right. Yeah. So either you can do a Constitution saving throw. Yeah, we'll do that.
21.
Okay. So you managed to pull it out without lighting yourself on fire.
hey,
We're gonna take. You take 1 point of fire damage.
Alright.
Damn it. All
she
right.
might be interested again, seeing you come out so unscathed.
He just walks away.
They're all the unburned.
So
Zeral just heads back to the group.
Zeral, as you pull this thing out, the runes on the axe are like lit up, like glowing, with heat, similar to how it was with when what the fuck was his name? Gorn, thank you. Similar to how like when it was when Gorn had it, and it's like the axe is raging.
He just takes
Swing
a
it,
test
swing it.
towards the forge.
Towards the forge?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh wait, so are you striking the forge?
Let's say the ground right in front of the forge.
All right.
So it's like just missing the forge, because he doesn't want to hit, because the forge is either metal or stone, so he doesn't want to smack a sharp surface against that. They'll dull the blade more than
Yeah. So
hitting the ground.
as soon as it slams into it, connects, it like bursts into flames. The axe ignites into fire, and like a giant like scorch mark like shows where it hit. The Voodoo call, Greta kind of like steps back. That was pretty neat. Would you say you got this thing? Suddenly a little bit more interested.
Fuck off. And now he starts to leave.
Oh no! You stay back here.
You want that to happen to the house? You're gonna let me go.
Roll it. I mean, intimidation.
9.
No, no. Zarel, you're supposed to be scary.
Listen, sweetheart. You got 1 axe. I got 4 arms. Just thinking you're a little outnumbered here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what you also thought about the arm wrestling.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. She reaches back and wraps her fingers of one of her upper arms over the the two-handed forge hammer and pulls it in front of her in a very lax, carefree battle stance.
You're
about we
gonna
have
want
How about
me to
we
leave.
how about we have that dance after all?
I'd rather not. I'd rather go help my friends with vampires that are plaguing this town.
I think we're a little bit beyond that, my friend. How about you drop that axe and then maybe you can go?
No, I don't think so. You have to peel this one from my dead hands.
That's a shame.
Hey guys, you think Zarel's doing all right?
Oh, yeah, he's totally
I
fine.
bet he's doing all right, if you know what I mean.
All right. So Zero, that's where you and I are gonna leave it for the night.
Okay.
And now we're gonna go back to the other crew. What were you guys? Let's see. Merrick unlocked the door.
Oh, wait, I was a deer.
I was casting Unseen Servant.
Unseen servant. Right. Thank you. Yeah. So pops up in front of you. Go ahead and describe it.
He's completely invisible.
Wonderful.
He is a completely unseen servant. You just see Andy open his eyes from his little ritual, get up, gesture to nothing, and say, "I'd like you all to meet Ricardo. Let's get out of the room."
Hi,
And-
Ricardo.
And
Hey, Ricardo.
forcefully
nice to meet you. I'm
gestures
Merrick.
everyone out.
I don't, because I'm a
Once
deer.
everyone's out of the room, Ricardo, could you please touch that orb for me?
He does so. As
Does
soon as he
anything happen?
enters the ruins, this wall
We
of
want
light lights up around him in this giant, in this long cylinder that like kind of goes all the way up to the ceiling. The orb glows and and then he touches it, and then he looks back at you.
Anything further?
That's it.
I dismiss the spell.
All right, he disappears, and the spell dissipates.
Yeah, that's gonna summon something. That's gonna bring that fucker right over here.
Okay, so we get Zoral and we prepare a vampire ambush.
That sounds like a plan.
Are the runes the same as the teleportation circle?
Which runes? The runes in the
The one-
basement?
The ones in the room that went whoo when he stood on them. Like,
Yeah,
is that how a
those-
teleportation circle works?
That is part of the. I mean, maybe it's like it is part of the teleportation gizmo that we got going on here. I didn't really go into huge detail with it because we didn't really inspect it enough for it.
Oh, okay.
But anywho, you guys hear a very lazy voice. Gorlick? Gorlick, I don't got time for this shit.
Oh god, oh god.
What or who are you?
Grillick,
Or the goblin, probably.
Krillic sent someone else in his place.
deception.
Oh god.
Oh,
You did now, huh?
He did.
Yep.
Hmm.
We got some freshly caught adventurers.
Excellent. We'll be right over.
Cool. We'll be here.
Someone send a message to Zarel now.
Zarel, get your ass over here, please.
Zeral, you may answer.
I'm in my own fight.
He's in his own fight. The fuck?
What the fuck? Okay.
He's with Greta. What do we do?
Well, we get ready for a fight.
Okay, let's pick a place. Start getting ready.
Or we could just leave and piss him off.
We could, but I'm not
We
sure.
we
he would
could
come
just
back
leave
again.
and piss him off.
I could just jump through the front window as a buck.
We need to take care of these guys, and I worry that if we leave, he would not return.
Or go after villagers maybe while he's here. Wait, is it daytime?
It's
It's
daytime,
daytime.
yeah.
He's not gonna go outside. He wants to blow a roof or a hole in the roof right where he's gonna arrive.
That's actually not a bad idea. Andy takes his sword and just stabs through the wall, hoping that daylight's on the other side. Yes, no.
Daylight, as in like, oh, I see. So
Yeah,
you're
stabbing
making
through the
holes?
wall. Yeah.
Or is there like curtains we can pull open to make the room as bright as
It
possible?
is a bedroom, and the curtains are drawn shut. So yeah, you're.
Yeah, let's open those fucking.
Yeah, I break them. I'm now a deer with like shit all over me. Curtains all over me. I can't get them off.
Kicking and you bucking everywhere. Love it.
I get the curtains off of him so he's ready for a
Thank
fight.
Thank you. I nod.
You
Oh,
idiots
wow.
know I can see you, right?
Oh fuck.
Oh, learned something new today.
That's a good day.
So, are you coming over?
Best Tinder opening ever.
Buckle up.
Okay.
Before we call it, Andy's gonna have see invisibility up, just for the entirety of the next hour. Just anything invisible.
Okay. Remind me next week.
Yep.
Because that's where we're leaving.
Yeah.
With the party for combat.
Never split the party.
Especially your tanky heavy hitter.
Yeah.
The guy who's got the most magic items on him right now.
I kind of would
As
have
soon as
liked
he
Sarah
left,
here.
as soon as he left, I knew he was gonna get into deep-ish.
All right. So, next session, I would like to do 7 p.m. I can do. Let's see. Yeah, so I can do both Thursday and Friday. So what works better for everybody else?
I can't do Friday. Thursday's fine.
Okay. So does anybody have problems with continuing with Thursdays?
Thursday's fine.
All right.
Thursday should be good.
So for next week, you're saying?
Yep.
Yeah, is doing it an hour later okay, Dave?
Oh, that's better for me because we've been starting at 5 o'clock my time, and so it's either I get an early dinner or I'm eating right when we're starting. So
Yeah.
start an hour later
I
works
think this
better.
is going to be better
I
for
gotta
all
stay
of
up
us.
soon,
So,
yeah. I'm down. I'm down for whenever. I'm a night owl anyway, so.
okay. All right.
Thursday should work next week. So.
Thursday, 7 p.m. EST.
All right.
We'll continue.
It's Thursday night.
Yeah, right.
I'm like a vampire.
Yeah, that we'll be we're stealing views from Critical Role. That's what's going on.
That's right.
Yeah, all three of them.
You have 6 right
You got
now,
7
so
viewers right
Seven.
Oh, now it's
Yeah.
7.
I'll have you know we're doing pretty well for ourselves.
We even banned someone today. Thank you, Victor.
I even banned someone.
What?
Luigi Free got banned for trying to offer us cheap viewers on a link that is guaranteed malware.
Oh, so
lovely.
they know we're desperate. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is for those that are watching, this is primarily for recording purposes, but we are probably going to be continuing to stream it. If you enjoyed what you see, we'll be around. I'm not sure if I want. Should we do our own? Like a new YouTube channel and just do it back on my Ruscio channel? I could just have Victor.
Your show should be fine.
Yeah.
Do Victor's channel if he wanted to do that, but
Yeah, we could do my channel too. It doesn't matter. We got quite a bit going on over there, so.
yeah. So like, I think you can download the videos for it, right?
Perhaps you might have to do that in your video manager and just send them
Okay.
to me, or I can get you the information. We can figure that out.
Yeah,
later.
we'll figure it out. We'll talk later.
All right, but till then.
Yep. Y'all have a good one.
Signing out.
See ya.
Sounds good.